Here's the metrics for gold. You want the right number of the right type of lead at the right time. Now, I'll give you an example of not doing that.
Can you repeat that again?
Yep, the right number of the right type at the right time. And to make that clear, for many, how many of you do trade shows? Okay, a few. Trade shows are often an example of not doing any of that. You go to the trade show, you come back with, depending on how big a company you are and what trade show, you come back with 200 bingo cards or swipes or whatever it is you're getting. They want to win the iPad, or there's a lot of students or whatever happens to be going on. And so you got 200, you got 2 salespeople to look at 200 leads. We know that of those 200, 40 of them are students, 40 of them are competitors, 40 of them are retirees, and someplace in the balance of the 90 that are still there, there might be somebody who's a real customer. And so you got to sort through all 200 or 250 or whatever the number is, and hope you can find those 2 or 3 that are really worth chasing. And you've now spent $10,000 or $20,000 to do the trade show. You've pulled your sales team out of the field for a week. Now you've got them standing through all these 200 leads. And I'll tell you what, those salespeople could find 2 leads a whole lot easier than doing any of that, and a whole lot cheaper. So in the trade show, they brought you too many of the wrong type, and all at the same time. Now, if you took the 200 and they came in 10 a month, or 15 a month, or 20 a month, you could probably manage that process and it wouldn't be a big deal. The 200 at once, it just doesn't make any sense. So the gold mission, right number, right type, right time. And that's why when you start to think about an outsource or a web or social media program, it's one of the reasons I love LinkedIn, because it allows me to be proactive to go chase the right type at the right time. And while it's not perfect in a small company, it works pretty well and it's low cost and high leverage. So there are other ways to do it, and that's why I speak like this. I spoke yesterday in Calgary. I ended up loading a client out of it. So it's an effective way to find the right number at the right type. And the more I can manage my speaking, and that manages how many of the right type at the right time.